idea that decay, death, impermanence, the loss of this body and mind, for most people would actually be something that's terrifying and induce lots of fear and sadness. Death is a basis for generating a state of mind that could be blissful, all transcendent.
Death, the loss of body and mind, is often met with fear and sorrow. What if there exists a way to transcend it? In Sanatana Dharma, this path is revealed through the profound concept of Mahakaal. Mahakaal. Is he merely a deity sitting in the sanctum of Ujjain's temple? Is he a god who only tantrics and Aghoris worship? Or is he just another fierce form of Shiva, worshipped for protection? But the real question is not who Mahakaal is, but what is he? Mahakaal, Maha meaning great, and Kal meaning time, death. Shiva, as Mahakala, is eternal time. He who exists beyond time, life, death, and the illusion of creation and destruction. He is the foundation of all the cycles, the rise and fall of the universe, the movement of tiny particles, rotation of galaxies, life cycle of every species. Every moment and everything that exists and follows these cycles all comes from him. Mahakaal is not a protector. He is not someone who grants wishes or fulfills the desires of those who worship him. He is the end. He is the moment when everything dissolves, including time itself. He is the one who is worshipped in cremation grounds, surrounded by skulls and ashes. Most people fear death, yet despite this fear, millions worship a god who is the great Kaal because he represents liberation from fear. Those who understand Mahakaal's teachings realize that death is not the end. He is not a destroyer in the ordinary sense. He is the dissolver of illusion. Those who worship him don't ask for worldly pleasures. They seek moksha, freedom from the illusion of life and death. They meditate on Mahakaal not as an external deity, but as the eternal reality within. Tantrics and Aghoris walk a path that is terrifying to ordinary minds. They do not seek gods in temples. They seek direct experience of truth. Their path is to dissolve the duality between self and Shiva by awakening the Kundalini Shakti and uniting it with Param Shiva. This profound transformation is achieved through Tantric sadhana, a series of intense practices performed to break the Maya, illusion, of the material world. One of the most feared yet very powerful tantric practices is Shava sadhana. Aghoris, before beginning this sadhana, specifically select a corpse, one who has experienced an unnatural death, such as an accident or murder, as it increases the ritual's potency. Then the yogi sits upon the corpse in deep meditation. During the sadhana, powerful tantric mantras are chanted to invoke the divine presence of Mahakaal and Devi Kali, to break all attachments to the physical world and become Shiva. This ritual forces the practitioner to confront the absolute truth. The body is temporary, the soul is eternal. The fear of death burns away, and in that moment, the seeker steps beyond the cycle of existence and dissolution. Upon the completion of all rituals, the performer either attains the Brahmajnana, the realization of the ultimate truth, mantra siddhi, mastery over powerful mantras, or moksha, the ultimate liberation.
If you become free from the cyclical moment of life, then we say you are in mukti or absolute liberation. So those who are aspiring for mukti, those who are seeking absolute liberation, for them this dimension that we are referring to as Mahakala becomes of paramount importance.
Mahakaal is revered as the gateway to transcendence. Those who tread the path of Mahakaal attain the state of Jivan Muktas. They become liberated beings who exist beyond life and death. The world sees them as insane, as they are detached from emotions and desires, but in reality, they have become one with the Absolute.
A rotating universe, a universe where all the galaxies turn the same way, and where the geometry is such that you keep on going, living your life, and you come around and come back and can live it over again. Closed time-like line was the magic phrase to describe it. So you didn't have to worry about a pill or whatnot, because you come back and live your life all over again.
For centuries, sages and mystics have spoken of an eternal rhythm, an unfolding and collapsing of existence, where every end is merely the threshold of a new beginning. Today, physics offers a strikingly similar narrative. The universe, once thought to have a singular beginning, is now believed by some to undergo infinite cycles of expansion and contraction. Gravity bends time, space folds upon itself, and what appears as an ending is only a transition into the next phase. In this grand design, time is not a straight path, but a repeating pattern, weaving the story of existence again and again. Now the question, can one transcend this cyclical loop of time and death? This is where Mahakaal emerges as the absolute reality of time and death. Mahakaal is the force that both creates and dissolves time. Time, as we know, is part of the illusion that binds us to the material world, but he exists beyond this cycle. To transcend time and death is to go beyond the illusion of separateness. Mahakaal shows us that in the grand cosmic dance, there is no true beginning or end, only the eternal flow of creation and dissolution. The path to transcending time and death involves shedding the ego, dissolving attachments, and awakening to the infinite reality beyond this world. When one fully embraces this truth, one is no longer bound by time or fear of death. This is the essence we bow down to and call Mahakaal.